There are those issues associated with that, but I still think that, because of the coverage that we get in the editorial side of it, it's well worth being in the business. And you may have heard me say in previous interviews, we licensed that business and damaged it to a large extent, and we just brought it back in-house a few years ago. And we've been working very hard to rebuild it and rebuild the execution and on-time delivery and quality and things of that nature. And so that's beginning to turn around. So before too long, we're going to have a commercial success that we believe will be commensurate with our press success there on the luxury business.
Tom, Asia Pacific, of course, a very popular place for labels, brands like yourself, but you're up against very, very heavy competition because everybody's made a beeline for these markets. You've really illustrated, the kind of growth you expect to be able to nail down in China. Where are you in Asia in terms of your footprint, and where do you need to be?
Well, we're just barely getting started, and I don't know how long it'll take us to catch up with the guys that are really just pure luxury businesses. It may take many, many years, and we may never catch up with them. We're a different business model. We're a lifestyle global fashion brand with a small luxury business on the top that creates the halo for the brand. So it's a different business model than they have. But we're in Shanghai, we're in Shenyang, we just opened a store last week here in Singapore, in Marina Bay. We'll open about 3 or 4 more stores between now and fall, and by the end of next year we'll have 10 collection stores here. We're looking at a high-profile location in the United States, a high-profile luxury street. So it's a slow, steady process, but the business is improving, and I'm pleased with the results that we're beginning to get as a result of improving the execution as owners and operators of that business.
Where does Europe fit into the strategy at the moment, Tom? I know you talked about Asian expansion here, but it seems that Europe is a little grim at the moment for anybody that's in the middle to upper end space in clothing.
Yeah, Europe is challenging, and for more reasons than one for us, because you may know that we acquired our largest licensee, Warnaco, last February. And they were way over-penetrated in Southern Europe, Italy, and Spain, which have been hit the hardest by the recession over there. And while I keep hearing about this recovery that's occurring in Europe, I really have not seen much evidence of it. So, and we're in the process of rebuilding that Warnaco business because it's requiring investment to get it where it needs to be from an execution standpoint. So that's a challenging market for us. However, we are on track with the integration. We're on track with improving the design and product and merchandising. We're improving the in-store experience. So in 2 or 3 years, I think we'll be on track to turning that business around.
Tom, you're familiar with your flagship store in Central, aren't you, on Queens Road?
Yes.
Central. Within about 35 steps, I see what goes on at Abercrombie & Fitch. I turn the corner, I see the multi-level Gap store, which came in to the market a few years ago, and they are buzzing. And then I pass by the CK store, and often I don't see a single customer in there. I mean, you're not pricing like a Zara or H&M or a Gap or an A&F, but you're also, not pricing yourself at like a Gucci or a Prada either. I mean, is that the right segment to be in?
Well, we're a different business model than all of those brands you mentioned. Our overall bridge business here, which is operated by our partners, Club 21, is actually quite good. That particular store, I can't give you numbers on it, and it's interesting because we're pretty high priced for bridge. And you don't really need a lot of traffic to do a good business. So we're, even with the slowdown that has occurred in China and other parts of Asia, we're going to have another good year this year. We had a good year last year with the bridge business, which is what you're referring to, and we expect another good year this year.